Well, it's the 15th of November, Wednesday, still quite early in the morning. Looks like it's going to be an absolutely fantastic day. I've just rigged Whisper and we are going to head out into the beautiful blue Mediterranean. Heading out between the breakwaters in the Mark Channel. Very shallow either side, so I really don't want to stray out of the channel. Might get away with it, but I think I'll just stick to the channel, take the long way. Looks like there's a little tiny bit of breeze out there, so should be able to get the sails up, which will be good. So we're heading sort of northeast up the coast. Hopefully gonna make it to Santa Pola, where I can anchor for some lunch. It's not too far away, but progress is quite slow at the moment. And behind me is Torrevieja in the distance, around that headland. And of course Guatemala, where we just launched from. I really can't believe it is the 15th of November and it is 10:30 in the morning. It's starting to get really warm. Well, I never did make it to Santa Pola. The wind just completely died. So I did the only sensible thing. I dropped the sails, dropped the anchor and put the kettle on. Well, I've had lunch and I was rather hoping that the wind will have filled in by now. It swung round a bit, but still almost a flat calm. I wasn't going to carry on to Santa Pola, but that's downwind of what little wind there is, and I didn't want to have to try and beat all the way back, so I've actually started coming back now, and we're doing about 0.7 knots, but at least I'm going in the right direction rather than going further away from the marina. I thought that would be wise. Might come up to the breakwater and just anchor again, see what happens, and if there is a bit more wind later I'll just have a little mess around just outside the marina. But in conditions like this I would much rather be close to home than heading in the opposite direction. I mean, I've got the outboard, I can always motor back, but I'd rather sail as much of it as I can. And even though we're only doing sort of about 0.7 of a knot, it's still not a bad place to be out here. It really isn't. Well, I finally had to admit defeat and motor in. I got most of the way back, but there's just not a lot of wind, and there's an awful lot of fishing nets around, which is difficult if you've got no manoeuvrability at all. So there's another net. The trouble is you can't see them until you're almost on them.